What's going on, everybody? It's your boy D171 bringing you some Operation Locker on Battlefield 4. This game is great. I really like it, but there's some things that I've been really noticing about, some people that are playing this game for the first time and they don't really get the gist of it. So I want to get the top 10 tips for noobs playing Battlefield 4. So let's start off with number 1. Make sure you burst fire your weapon. What do I mean? Make sure you burst fire, because I've seen a lot of noobs and a lot of new people. Their biggest mistake is that they want to go full auto on a target that's very, very far away. I know in this gameplay here you see me sometimes going full auto run gun, but that's Operation Locker for you. But the thing is, for long distance, you got burst fire weapons to be very, very accurate with it. So, because here's the thing, the guns have a lot of recoil in this game. And also, it's really, really difficult to control sometimes full auto, unless it's like very close quarters. So what you have to do is burst fire your weapon. You can do this by just like kind of tapping the trigger button, just kind of burst, or you can just change it to burst on your burst or single shot on your weapon, and it'll be real. I mean, you'll get a lot more control, be a lot more precise with your gun, because he's done, he's dead. So make sure you burst fire your weapon. That's a very, very important. The second tip is play the objective. I see a lot of people, they just camp up there in the top of the building. The thing is that's probably the biggest way to make a lot of people mad, especially on PC. So what do you have to do? You just have to play the objective, capture the control points, try to get the bomb, try to cover the guy that gets the bomb. It makes the game a lot better. And also, the thing is that, hey, if you play the objective, you get more points, and the more points you get, more XP you get, the faster you rank up. So it makes a lot of sense to play the objective. And also, you won't get a lot of people upset in those lobbies that you're in, especially on PC. They're really, really strict about that. They can boot you too for that too. The third tip I can say is help your team, help your squad. You don't have to like follow every single order that the guy's giving. He might be nonsense, but if you see like some guys in a firefight, throw them if you're an assault person, throw them a health pack or throw them an ammo pack. It'll really benefit them to help them heal up. It helped them out a lot. And also, let's just say your teammate's vehicle's damaged. Repair it if you're a engineer class, because hey, that gets you XP. It's also laying down the medic packs, and also the ammo packs, and also repairing vehicles. It will give you a lot of XP and help you rank up too. And also it's really, really beneficial for your team and all that stuff, because especially when you help out your squad, you can actually get like bonuses, squad support bonuses in these matches if you really help them out, like maybe get an Avenger, or you say basically BS out. It's really, really important you do, and also makes you be a good teammate, because Battlefield 4, helpful tip number 4, leave the recon class alone. The thing is that, the sniper rifles are very, very difficult to use, especially if you want to, I mean, you can't really quickscope in this game, it's kind of bullshit, but they have bullet drop, bullet velocity, so for beginners, I would try my hardest to try to stick with the assault class. For beginners, I will prefer assault class. For anything that's like, if you just want to get straight kills, go with the assault class. It's really, really great. I mean, you can just you heal yourself up, you get a lot of kills and all that stuff, help boost you up a little bit, and also get your confidence, get the feel of the game a little better. If you want to go for objective-based modes, if you're a beginner, I would go engineer, because you can blow up tanks, you can do a lot of things. And the thing is with the recon class is that also I think there's more skilled snipers out there. You'll probably help your teammates more better if you're using easier class like assault or engineer than just being a sniper. So what I'll do, I will leave the sniper class alone until you get some more experience, or you get into the training mode and then you know about bolt drop, bolt velocity, all that good stuff. So like, just leave the sniper class alone, guys. Leave the recon class alone. Number 5, leave flying alone to more experienced players. The number one reason why people get booted out of lobbies in Battlefield 4, I've noticed, is because they don't really tolerate that. So if I were you, I would try just be a passenger in a like maybe a gunship, just maybe the gunner, but don't try to fly anything until you get to know the helicopter. You get to know how to fly. You actually learn the controls, and also I would stay away from helicopters and jets if you're not confident that you can actually not crash the thing. Like, you tilt back and you just crash the thing, because that makes people, it gets people worried, especially when you're riding along with other people. It gets people really worried when you're just kind of really unstable. They just bail and they rather walk and die with you. So leave the helicopters alone, guys. Don't in training mode. It's a really great way for you guys to get the gist and get the experience needed to fly a helicopter right, not crash a thing, not blow it up, get people mad, get yourself booted, and all that stuff. So, tip number 6, know where the destructible places are. There are a lot of, the thing is that you can use these destructible points to gain advantage over the enemy. So, like I said, sometimes there's like a choke point in Operation Locker, but right by it, there's a wall. You can just blow it up and just flank around it, flank around the enemies. You can just get sprayed them down. You can get the upper hand if you do that. So, excuse me, you can get the upper hand if you do that. So make sure you know where all the destructible points. But the thing is that the Frostbite, not everything is destructible, but there's a lot of destructible points on the map, tactical advantages like in the maps, like I said, in Battlefield. Like they say in Battlefield. So know where these tactical advantages are. Hey, if you have trouble, like let's say you're having trouble getting a point on top of like the side stripper, just take the thing down, because it takes away the advantage that the enemy has, and also it actually looks pretty damn cool when it falls down. So make sure you know where those spots are, and if you have to destroy them, destroy them. Don't worry about like what people are bitching about and all that stuff. Unless they tell you like you'll get kicked if you destroy this thing. But who wants to be in those lobbies anyways? Let's be serious. It's all about destruction in Battlefield, I should say. I see a lot of noobs do. I'm kind of doing in this gameplay too, but even though they do help maybe blind people when you point the thing at them, it does give away your position. It does give away your position, guys. So here's the deal: if you want to if you're just pointing down the hallway, people in there with your laser or your flashlight on, hey, the other team knows where you are now, and they know you're there. So don't expect to camp or gain or tactical immobilization, as to say. Don't expect to camp there forever, because hey, if they see your laser, they could just flank around you and just kill you from the side. So if you're gonna maybe camp a little bit and try and maybe hold down an area, what I would do, turn your laser sight off, or just point it at like a wall so they can't see it. If you want to keep your laser or flashlight on, because hey, because the enemy does not know where to see you, they can't get a beat on you. They can't really spot you either. So unless they can see you like in broad daylight. So turn your laser sight off, guys. If you're going to camp, and know where it's pointing at, because hey, they know, man, the enemy might know where you're there, because your little laser beam splat is basically giving your position away. So turn your laser sight off, guys, if you when you're trying to hold down a place, because it can give your position away. But leave it on sometimes, because it really helps with beginners, with hip firing and all that stuff. Spray and pray, very good with spray and pray. The laser sight and the flashlight, even though it isn't as bad as Battlefield 3 was, you can still blind people with that tactical light. So make sure you know where your pointing that thing is. Don't give your position away. And that's it for that. Tip number 8: know when to knife. Here's the deal. I've seen a lot of noobs do this. They think they have a knife kill. Like, they try to do like the Call of Duty knife, where they can knife the guy in the front. But the thing is that when you knife the person in front, it's so easy to counter knife, because let's face it, because if you see him, you see the guy, you want to get a knife kill because it looks awesome, but sometimes knifing, I mean, it could turn against you. Like, if you try to knife the guy in front, you'll most likely get counter-knifed, especially against the more experienced Battlefield players. And it can be very, very frustrating because you thought you had a kill, you got the guy's dog tags, and boop, you're dead. So, make sure you guys know when to knife. And also, let's say you're actually behind, just shoot them, because when you knife in Battlefield, your animation stops. And animation, you haven't killed the guy yet, you won't get the kill for that knife kill because the other guy killed you before you got the knife on the other dude. So if you know what I'm saying, so if you just see a couple dodges with their back turned to you, just shoot them. Don't knife them. If there's just a single guy just kind of sitting there by himself, go ahead and knife the guy. It's funny because it's a really cool animation. Number 9. Tip number 9. Know where to spawn at. The thing is that a lot of noobs and a lot of new players, they sometimes spawn on their teammates right into gunfire, and they get very, very frustrated when they spawn and they are immediately dead. So, if you know, the thing is that, hey, sometimes I like to spawn my teammates when they're in a firefight because I want to get right in the action. But if I'll give you a hint. If this says warning on the guy's screen, like for spawning at the place, or there's a lot of enemies around, I wouldn't spawn there unless you really want to take the risk. If you just want to get in the action, just want to take the risk of getting spawn killed. So what I would do is try to spawn in a place near where all the action is, but it's relatively quiet. So let's just say there's a spawn guy just kind of camping with his sniper rifle at long range, and he's just kind of sitting there, and there's like a few feet away there's all the action. I'll spawn there instead of spawning right into the firefight. And also, don't spawn far away because you'll have a long time to walk unless there's a vehicle or something like that, or you have a nice enough teammate to pick you up. So know where to spawn, guys. And my final tip, the most important tip in Battlefield: spot people. Yes, you gotta spot people in Battlefield, just like in Battlefield 3. It's probably the most beneficial way to help your team. It helps you win games. It also helps you see those also helps you defeat snipers, campers, and all that stuff. So make sure if you see an enemy, spot them. Use the spot button on your keyboard or on your controller and spot them. Because hey, if you can't kill them and you got spotted, maybe another guy will kill them, and actually gives you a spot bonus and all that stuff. So that's the biggest tip in Battlefield. You gotta spot people, and also spotting people also helps you see people better, like when you shoot them, because you got this nice little orange triangle on above their head. You can shoot them, and it'll be a lot easier than just shooting at like some thing that looks like grass, that looks like a person, even though it's really not. So that's the biggest tips I can give you for Battlefield 4. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any more tips and tricks, leave them in the comment section below. We're here to help each other out, help everybody get better at the game. So, peace out, guys. Catch you on the next one.